Why, hello there. Welcome to Absolutely Perfect Phuket, Thailand. In this video, I'm going to dispel a myth that a lot of people have about the Thai girlfriend and what it means to have a Thai girlfriend, what it costs to have a Thai girlfriend, and is it even possible to have a Thai girlfriend? First of all, do they exist? Of course they do. You can find a girlfriend here pretty easy, depending on how much money you have and to some degree what you look like. Depends on whether or not you can find a girlfriend here. There are some of the most beautiful women in the world on this island right now, and their sole job right now is to extract as much money as they possibly can from you. Will they spend time with you? Yes, they will. Will they go on dates with you? Yes, they will. Will they go back to your hotel or condo for the evening? Yes, they will. Is it going to cost you? Oh, yes, it is. I've done some research here, guys. I've got down in the trenches. I've done the dirty work. I've talked to a lot of these girls. I know it's a terrible job, but somebody has to do it. What they're doing essentially, guys, is they're selling a commodity, and their commodity is their time. Right now, you have to understand that in Phuket, there are no jobs. There's nothing for these girls to do to make any type of money. Some of the girls right now that are, for lack of a better term, selling themselves, have no choice. There's nothing that they can do to make money. There are professionals here, the bar girls, the go-go girls, the prostitutes, that their single job in life is to have sex for money. There are some girls that are here, they'll go to lunch with you, they'll go on dates with you, they'll talk to you, and they will, again, like I said, go home with you at the end of the night, but it's going to cost you. If you're the type of guy back in North America that can't meet anybody, to be honest with you, you're going to get taken advantage of here in a hurry. If you're relatively good looking, you're easy to talk with, you can pick girls up fairly easy, you know what, this could be utopia for you, because there's a lot of girls here that, are lonely and they're looking for some companionship, but they do expect you to buy them food. They do expect you to do things for them. They just expect this because, again, they have nothing right now. There's nothing here. I've talked to some girls, and what they're telling me is this. If you are some out of shape, fat, old, disgusting North American, they're going to charge you a lot of money for their time. You're looking at probably paying at least $100 a day for their companionship if you plan on sleeping with them. You can take them out to dinner and stuff like that. They're going to charge you a certain amount of money, but to actually foreclose on the transaction, you're looking at probably a minimum of $100 Canadian. And it can go up from there, How much do they expect to be spent on them a day? Well, they want to eat, and again, you think about a basic need in life. A basic need in life is food. And that is what a lot of these girls are doing this for, is food. Like, you have to understand, you'll have some people that back home that are going to call them skanks, they're going to call them whatever they want to call them, prostitutes, this, that. They're trying to survive. I need you to understand that. A lot of these girls are doing these things because they have to survive. And there's nothing else that they have to sell. There's no other job, there's no other opportunity, there's nothing here right now for them to do. I mean, you can't even get a job at a restaurant. There's 40 girls lined up for that one job at the restaurant. So it's so competitive, it's impossible. What else do you have? You have yourself, and at the end of the day, you have to market what you have. one of the girls I was talking to had explained to me that what she does is she has 3 or 4 different guys that she rotates as boyfriends. So what she does is in the morning time she'll go to breakfast with one guy, and that's what he thinks is his girlfriend. Then she has a guy for lunchtime, then she has a guy for dinner, and then she has a guy late at night. And what she does is she puts them almost in an order of who she finds more attractive and whether or not she enjoys spending time with that person. If she doesn't enjoy you, if she doesn't like you, she's probably not going to hang out with you, and she's not going to take your money, okay? That's one thing. They do have options, especially the more attractive girls. They've got a lot of options, okay? Because guys are lining up. I mean, you see it here. It's pretty sad. You'll see these guys that are in their 60s and 70s with girls that are in their 20s. And I'll be honest with you, I feel bad for them. I see them and I just think, what a sad, lonely way of life that is. You see the girls, they don't look happy. The only reason they're happy is because they're eating. And at the end of the day, again, it comes down to survival. I was recently approached by a gentleman at my condo who wanted me to go and take photos of this girl that he'd been dating. And he got telling me about how much he loves her and she loves him and all of this stuff. And I'm like, dude, I gotta tell you something. You're like 10 years older than I am and a lot uglier than I am. I'm by no means am I attractive or anything like that, but I still look somewhat decent. You know, I can probably pick up a girl if I put some effort to it. But this guy really believed that this 20-some-year-old girl who was stunningly beautiful loved him. Yet she's charging him 4,000 baht, which is approximately $160 Canadian, for me to go take pictures of her so that he can have pictures when he goes home to show his friends, okay? Understand that. She's charging him $160 to go and take pictures of her. Then, while I'm taking pictures of her, she starts coming on to me so that she can line me up for her next boyfriend. And I'm like, no. My Ben Rye, that's okay. I'm not interested. And stuff like this happens all the time where these men truly believe that these girls love them. They'll spend thousands and thousands of dollars because they know how to extract as much money as they possibly can for you. Think of them as a drug dealer. Think of them as a blackjack dealer. Think of them as your addiction, because they know what you want. What you want is companionship. You want beautiful companionship, and that's what they have to sell. Is it right? Again, I'm not going to make that judgment. I'm really not, because I can see how it works. I know myself, years ago I dated some girls that I probably essentially paid for sex and companionship because they had no interest in being with me. All they saw was my Audi TT, they saw my convertibles, they saw, this, that, the other thing, and they stuck around for that. And I know that for a fact. I'm not stupid, okay? Is it right? Is it wrong? Again, I'm not going to make that judgment. Is it sexist? I don't think so, no. It's reality. It's just the way life is. Does the Thai girlfriend exist? She certainly does. Can you find one here that really loves you? I'll bet you can, because you know what? At the end of the day, everybody just wants to be loved. And I'm sure if they met someone that was really nice to them, really kind to them, treated them really, really well, and did have some money so that, guess what, they can eat and they can survive, yeah, you know what, you could probably have a real honest relationship. But if you're a guy, like I said, back at home in North America, and you can't meet girls because you're fat, you're ugly, you're disgusting, well, guess what, you know what, you're just a mark, and they're going to take as much money from you as they possibly can, and you're probably going to get your heart absolutely crushed. That being said, at least it's going to be crushed in paradise by an absolute beautiful girl, and maybe that's not so bad. Just guys, do yourself one favor. If you do come and you fall for a girl here, please don't make the mistake of buying property and putting it in her name, buying a business and putting it in her name. Because understand, you cannot own anything here, and you will lose every single time. I've talked to people here that have lost their life savings, guys that are walking around, and they're spending $2 a day eating because that's all they have, because they've lost it to a Thai girl. And again, their job is to extract as much money as they possibly can from you for their survival. Okay? Don't make that mistake. Understand, again, guys, you cannot own anything here. And if someone convinces you to put your money into something that's not yours, you are going to lose it. I promise you, I guarantee it, 100%. There's thousands of stories all over YouTube. You can find thousands of examples of this happening to people. Is it a shame? You know what it is, but at the end of the day, it happens everywhere. In Thailand, in the United States, people take advantage of people everywhere. Here, it's just a little bit easier for the girls to take advantage of us Western men because we believe it. We see them. They're flirting with us. It makes us feel great. I mean, I'll admit, I'm walking down the street and girls are coming up to me, oh, handsome guy, handsome guy. And it does. It makes you feel great about yourself. It really does. At the end of the day, I know I'm not. I know what I am. I am what I am. And I hope that my viewers know what they are. I hope that you guys see this and you understand that don't fall into this trap and think that you're going to come here and find some beautiful girl that's going to take care of you and everything like that. She's not going to take care of you. She's going to take your money. That's what she's going to do. That's not to say that all Thai girls are bad. Please don't take that from this video. But if you go looking for a girl to spend time with you and you're of a certain age, you're of a certain demographic, you look a certain way, I'm sorry, but that's what you're going to get. You're going to get taken advantage of. Look, if you're a young guy in your 20s or early 30s and you worked out, you're handsome, you're well built and stuff like that, and you got a few bucks, hey, this is the place to be, because again, we're talking some of the most beautiful women in the entire world here. Like, you'll be walking down the street and you'll see a girl and you think, damn, that's like the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Forget that, because 5 minutes down the road you're going to go, damn, that's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. So, could it happen? It could happen. But guys, if you were a loser back home, you're going to be a double loser here, because you're going to be a broke loser here. I'm sorry to bust your bubble, but that's just reality. Anyways, listen, if this video was at all informative to you, please hit the subscribe button. I'm here. I'm going to be doing some more tours and stuff. I'm going to give you some advice. I'm going to talk to you about Thailand, what it's like living in Thailand. And again, I just want you to live your best life possible. If your best life is with a Thai girlfriend and you don't care about the money aspect of it, by all means, come here, get a couple of them. I mean, really, you can have 3 or 4 girlfriends at the same time. Nobody's going to say anything to you. Not even the girls are going to say anything to you, because they're going to have 4 or 5 guys going at the same time. Again, please live your best life possible. That's what I'm doing. Cheers. And that, my friends, is Mark from Thailand. Have a good night.